Do today's web-savvy users really need to get back to the basics? Here now with more on the company's action plan is Barney Pell. He's the CEO of Powerset and joins us this morning from San Francisco. Mr. Pell, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. You know, this whole idea of search based on actual real language and questions instead of just typing in these searches, that's something that's been around for a while. In fact, you even have Ask.com out there that says it can do the same thing. Why do you think you can do it better?
Well, the idea has been around for a very long time, but the technology hasn't really been there until the very recent past. Ask Jeeves pushed the idea of natural language search, but their approach was to do it largely manually, having a bunch of editors answer the questions that were most commonly asked and then try to cache that, or store it.
Right.
So when a user came and asked a question, it would just match the whole database. But if you didn't have a question that was really in their system, it would just basically resort to keyword search and give you a bad result.
How does your system work?
Our system actually reads all the documents and it converts them into meaningful semantic representation, which it stores. And then when you ask a query, or use sort of natural language in your query, it reads that and interprets that and gets the meaning out of that as well. And then it matches the meaning in your query with the meaning in all of its index of documents it's built and does a meaning-reading match. So you're actually getting good results for your queries all the time in natural language.
Barney, I'm looking at your list of angel investors. You've got some pretty impressive names on the list. People like Esther Dyson who have joined in, some of the early Google people who have come and jumped on board with this. You've got the founder of PayPal as one of your angel investors, too. So that's a really impressive list, but it's still, we don't have a beta or anything else that's out there. It's still a little early for this. How do you convince people that this is what they want to be doing? Why are you that much better?
Well, we have a fantastic team. We have technology that's been a very long time in the making. We've got a great vision for this incredible market, and we're able to show people the product as it's currently under development already. And when they interact with it, it looks completely different, and people are very excited.
When will we actually see your search engine?
We're going to come out with we're planning to come out with a public beta basically around the end of this year.
At the end of this year. Okay, and I know right now you've got about $12.5 million in funding that you just got from the last tranche. How long will that money carry you through? How long until you actually need to either get money from the commercialization of it or try and go back to market again?
Well, that money will last us certainly long enough to get our launch out there. And we have a lot of interest already for follow-on investment, so I think it's quite likely we'll be raising more money even before we go out for our launch.
All right, Barney, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate your time.